It's our best and brightest are encouraged to do music, to do TikTok, whatever. And it's like, that's a good surrogate. And I'll be careful because there's lots of serious musicians, but I'll say like, they should be our best podcasters too.
Is the host thing? Do they need hosts? Is that what the problem is?
Well,
they can't get hosts or something.
I just don't think there's no money in it.
Right.
That's, if there's no money in it, there's no commercial push. I mean, there's probably some money in it now, but definitely not as... Podcast would be third if you looked at it comparison to radio and TV. But look overseas.
Maybe the answer is you need an independent guy to be number one in New Zealand. Someone that's not in the mainstream.
Yeah, and we're just probably a small enough population where you can kind of manipulate and control. But I don't know, I don't know. History will tell us how all this stuff plays out, and I hope podcasting is, trumpeted as a really awesome tool. So one of the things we're actually doing now is we got a bit of funding to work in schools to essentially, bro, it's a really simple model, support a student to research an elder in their community and to conduct a podcast. That's it.
So just like the idea of talking to a relative, like elderly.
Someone you trust, someone older than you that when you come in to chat with them, there's no hierarchy on a podcast.
Right. Oh, yeah, because the child, adult.
That's right,
thing.
Just like host-guest. It's assumed, just this beautiful thing about being human, it's assumed that we will try and hold each other up in the chat. And there's a bit more leniency, I guess, for the guest to talk because that's kind of the nature. But a podcast only works if you get to talk as well. Hey, and that we have moments where we stop talking and then one person thinks and the next person goes. And all of that's removed as far as I can see from traditional media. I interviewed Dom Harvey, who, for those who know Dom Harvey, he was, I would say New Zealand's most famous radio DJ.
Was he on Edge?
Yeah. Yeah, for like 20 years and, billboards and whatnot. And he does a podcast now. So he might be the first independent podcast to actually crack it.
He's not on the Edge anymore?
No. I don't know exactly what happened there.
See, that's cool because I haven't seen the reverse from someone from mainstream radio to podcast.
And I really picked his brains about it. I said, this is interesting because all the things that worked for him on radio don't work on podcast. Like, for example, on radio they have dead air, which is never have silence. And always someone has to fill it. But on a podcast, we can sit in silence, and it's not registered as, maybe a minute's too long, but we could sit here and just think, and that would be okay because the people joining us, they're in, and they're like symbiotic relationship with us, and
so I can imagine he's used to the radio, so
absolutely
to get into the podcast space, it's probably something different. He used to do the opposite of what he's trained to do.
Everything opposite, bro. Everything, and now he has to communicate with the guest for them to reveal the really interesting stuff. And before they had like 5 minutes, a little 5-minute clip or whatever, and you had to like get a laugh, put them on the spot, make it awkward, whatever it is that gets ratings. And so I think part of the reason why there's no money in podcasting is because essentially you could view it like it's just two people hanging out. And yeah, I get it. That's not going to go viral. But maybe we're talking about something bigger than that, where as humans we need to hang out. And if there are not enough environments for us to hang out, we're just going to go off on our own little tangents. I think that's why I'm really keen to do this in schools with youth and elders, because I don't think there's enough. I think elders are more than just babysitters. They're supposed to pass on knowledge. But the fact that can't happen, I think, has massive consequences,
So what's your strategy around trying to get the adult to talk?
So the strategy is to get the youth, get the young person to ask questions, and that flips the lid on the elder. The elder is used to doing the initiation, but with the youth asking, can you tell me about your childhood? It immediately, psychologically, I think, makes the old person not in the dominant position. And that's awesome, because there needs to be, you talked about it, the Palangi kids could talk back, but only to a certain level, right? Maybe if they're really sport, there was no, we all know people like that. But, it was almost like a play. Each has a character, and you can, it's hard to articulate because I'm still trying to work it out. A bit like my teenager now is pushing me, but I know I need to be the boxing bag for him because he's testing life out on me, and actually it makes sense. He has to go to school all day, and be polite, nice, kind, hopeful to everyone else, and he has to come home and take all that frustration of holding all of the energy all day, just not saying F you and I don't want to do it. And that gets unloaded on me. And that's part of my responsibility as his elder, to handle the jandal, but it's hard. I'm like,